Hi guys, welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. We are still here in the hospital and we're gonna make our rounds around and see what kind of clues we can pick up and see if we can, I guess, get into Dr. Fuller's office to find the medical files to find out what's going on with all the patients here. Excuse me for a minute. There we go. Didn't get my headphones on just right. Sorry about that. Alright, let's get started. Got the nurse's station out there. Got somebody over here. We have a file.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
This is the nurse we had been talking with. Another file here.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
This must be the only hospital on the island, so everybody must come here for anything. But why would he be admitted for hay fever? That doesn't make sense.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Number one, again, not hooked up to IV. Number two, if he was in ventricular fibrillation, he would need to have a conversion done with an EKG or with a electroshock to his heart, because it means his heart is fibrillating and not pumping, and he wouldn't be doing that. And I'm not even going to go into the last one because, I mean, if they're going to put medical terminology and diagnoses into a video game, I wish they would at least try and get it halfway right. But that's besides the point, I suppose. So let's check out his chart first.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Okay. Oh, what's Mrs. Sanders doing here?
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
The file describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute, as well as the treatment administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet and rest that she needs. What in the world?
Mrs. Sanders?
I don't even know what to say about that. I don't understand why she would be here. Because she was fine when we left her, just a little sad, and which is, she has the right to be. Her husband just passed away.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot of bandages. Hey, Pooh.
What is the boiler room key doing here?
And I guess I can't pick that up. No. I'm sorry, my cat is wanting some affection. What's wrong, baby? Go on. Hold on. Here, baby. I know. Go on. Sorry about that. She doesn't do it very often. Definitely. I mean, really? You can at least try. Because we don't,
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
We got that from an empty clipboard. Okay.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand?
What?
Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination.
Okay. Sure.
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
I have no words for what just happened. Moving on. I mean, really, I never saw her move or give this man an injection. I know it's just a video game, but if you're going to put something like that in it, at least have the actions there. Let's see if we can talk to any of the patient or the people out here in the waiting room.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Don't we all? Ooh, what's our favorite little police officer doing here?
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Wait, what?
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Mm-hmm. Well, everybody else on the island seems to have
So
it.
many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Man, there's an ugly looking baby on that poster back there. I'm sorry, I'll get to him in a minute. I gotta look at this thing. Oh, it looks better at close up. Man, from back over there, it looked like a little old man. Okay, sorry. Just found that funny.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Oh, I don't know. And we can talk to you.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
She must work here. Can we go behind the reception? Let's give it a try. Do we have anything here? I'd like to pick up a couple more medical books. I mean, we are back in the hospital. Can we talk to her? Yes.
Dr. Colden.
Apparently not. I mean, it would be nice if we could increase our medical knowledge a little bit more. No? Can we talk to her?
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
Okay.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
Is this not a hospital? Ugh, really?
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete.
No,
What did
that was
Fuller
it.
do to him?
Well, she knows who we are. The file is strangely incomplete, and the details on treatment is not given. It does not respect standard practice. Well, none of the other ones do either. Ooh, nice hat. And nothing here where she was at. Alright. Oh, we have a storage room. Can we go in here?
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Oh, well, pardon me. I will be back.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Okay. Can we talk to him? Nope. Can't talk to you. Dr. Fuller, he must be guarding Dr. Fuller's office. We will not go there. We can't talk to you. We can go in there and boiler room.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Okay, well, never mind. We won't go in the boiler room. No, we can't do that. And let's check out the pharmacy.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Okay.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Prescription for barbiturates. Okay.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Okay. Ooh, got a book. The pseudoscientific work by Cesare Lombroso correlates an individual's morphology with his criminal predispositions. The seriousness of the study and the accuracy of the demonstrations can deceive an uninformed reader. We can't take it. So maybe we're going to be coming back as Pierce? I don't know. What do we have here?
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
What is that stuff? Citrate of magnesia? Emergency only. Turpentine? Why would they have turpentine in here? Bicarb soda? Okay. That would make sense. But I don't know, turpentine? Really? Let's get out of here. This isn't getting us anywhere. We have the men's bathroom. And then we're back on the block A. Alright, so let me go in here. See if there's anything in here. Ooh, do we have a cylinder? No. Oh, is that, Dr. Fuller's office again? Oh, let's run in here real quick. It doesn't look like it goes very far. It just goes back out onto the ward. Nothing in here. Okay. Well, I do want to go back and check in that storage room once she's not in there. And we have to check down the other hallway. I haven't done that yet either. Oh, what do we have here? Like a dictionary, this work references in alphabetical order all the medical sciences known and practiced in the modern world. For each of the entries, the major works and the names of the reference authorities are listed. So another book we can't pick up. This is the head nurse's and I wonder who she is. Oh, and we have to find that other family to let them know how their mother's doing. Can we talk to her?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Okay. Well, is that his office? Can we go in? Well, let's,
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Oh, I'm sure you will. You're that kind. Nurse Cratchit. Alright, let's, go open this door here. Okay, we're back across from the boiler room. Let me see. Is the storage room still occupied? Yes. And oh yeah, that room. Okay. Well, let's see if we can find that other family. And maybe that's them. Got somebody there. Oh, we have a room here. This very interesting book aimed at a wide public demonstrates how non-recognized sciences have influenced modern medicine. Magnetism, grandmother secrets, Chinese acupuncture, hypnosis, herbal medicine, alchemy, and many others have contributed to a certain extent to the enrichment of medicine at the beginning of this century. Okay. So that's a third book that we might be able to pick up. And you're not going to let me in the bathroom, correct? And we have the kitchen. Wonder what's up for tonight. I think I'll take out.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Yeah. Well, at least they have apples and bread. I don't even want to know what that is. Alright.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Okay. And we're back. Okay, so let's go check out the bathroom. And I believe that's the last room. Oh, well,
Everybody says it.
yeah, we still have to
She's a
go to the storage
witch,
room.
an old hag.
Oh, we already heard them.
I didn't make this up.
Oh,
And
yes.
I know.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Yeah, why go through
Do you
her?
really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Alright, so now we need to get the water cut off and distract Nurse Donovan.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Man, it's no wonder some of these patients get sick. Look at the garbage coming off these walls. Don't know. Alright, let's see if there are any items in here we can look at or pick up. Doesn't look like it. Man, they really made a mess in here. Okay. I think this just goes out in the hallway. Yeah. And probably not going to benefit us trying to go there. Because we need to go into the office, not down there. Alright, boiler room key is over here. I remember correctly, we have a nurse there. Hopefully, she won't... Oh, nope.
The key to the boiler room.
Notice it.
All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Okay. Seems like they weren't too fussed by us taking it. Now we need to go over here. We still can't go in the storage room. And boiler room is around the corner. Just passing by. And here we go. Let's shut the door. Oh, good lord. What a map. What is this stuff? Alright, yeah, I see you. Anything over here? No? Alright, let's give this a turn. Or not.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Alright, we need to go find a tool. Well, let's see if one of the rooms that we weren't allowed to go into will have a tool. Let's close it right in my face. Storage room was over here. She's still in there? No, she is leaving. Yay! Anything in here for us? Ooh, there is a hidden clue. Ooh. Ooh, they have a monkey wrench. Yay. We go in the bathroom. She's going to the kitchen. Ooh, can we go in the bathroom? Anything in here? Another wrench. Okay. So I guess if we couldn't have grabbed it from the one room, we could have grabbed it from there. Alright. Let's go, back around the corner here. Ooh, what's that? Oh, interesting. Okay, sorry. Don't think I ever stopped to look at that one before. And let's close it so nobody sees us. And here we go.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Oh. I did not think about that. Alright. So we have to go back and get poor Elizabeth in trouble. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Elizabeth. I don't mean to do this.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was
No.
about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. The game made me do it. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh no. Oh, and she's in
Mrs.
there.
Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth. It's for a good cause, I think.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Alright, anything here? No. Nothing. Ooh. actually a view out the window. Interesting. Okay, we've got that. Do we have anything here? No, I don't want to go up there. No, and no. Okay, well, let's go,
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
okay, let's, no, okay. Ah, there we go.
I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Well, I thought it was going to be the other way, but okay. The cylinder was hidden inside Fuller's office. He recorded his thoughts about one of the many psychoanalysis sessions he submitted Sarah Hawkins to. Okay. Ooh, is that anything? Ooh, it is. What is that?
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
A study of the Stendhal syndrome, a particularly rare mental illness. Subjects display mental disorders linked to an exposure to works of art. I've never heard of it, but I will definitely be looking that up. Interesting. Well, let's play this.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Okay. Well, let's find the hidden clue before I forget about it.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
Really? Very creepy. Anything else here? Nope. Okay, file.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Her ability. I think she might have like a little bit of premonition or something, because it's like she had that one painting of Pierce, but she had never met him before, so I'm not quite sure exactly what's going on with her.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later.
Well, why would
prepared.
Why would he want to break into the basement? That doesn't make sense. I mean, he's a ship captain, or...
Why is Ethan on medication? Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
A partially burned shoe. It seems like it belonged to Sarah Hawkins. I don't know. It doesn't have her name on it, but I guess because it's burnt, that... Now, see, I don't understand why we just did a reconstruction if we're playing as Marie and not the detective. That seems a little...
I must go back to the basement.
Odd. I am not sure how long I've been recording. I forgot to set my timer. I think we have time to go down. No, let me go ahead and call the episode here, and we will go down to the basement in the next episode and try and